we're gonna do some training about EWS and some of the new stuff we have coming, as well as some of how to actually utilize EWS into its fullest potential. And we're doing something that we've never done before. So we are going to be streaming Costa Rica with EWS, Daryl, and Eric. We're also on Facebook Live. I hope I don't think. But let's go ahead and bring up the EWS team. We know Daryl. That's Daryl on the bottom. Hello, Daryl.
Hey, everybody. Can you hear me?
And there's Eric up top there.
Everybody, good to see you.
All right, let me swivel you because they can see you guys too. So here we are. We're filling up. We're getting there.
We could be there in person, but this is the next best thing, and we have some really exciting things to share with you today. So happy you're with us. You're going to be glad you're here as well.
And we also have another one of our distributors that's been working really hard with the EWS group. He's here today, and I want to thank him for taking that time to work with EWS while helping us figure out what you guys need and how it can be a better system for you. And I want to thank Siha for doing that.
Yes, Siha. My man.
But at this point, I think I'm going to turn it over to Eric and Daryl.
Awesome. Thank you, Steve. Absolutely great to be here, guys. How's the event going so far? Good. Can you guys hear us okay? Hear us okay?
Yes.
All right. Good deal. All right, Daryl. So why don't we get started? We'll go from there.
All right. Let's try one thing real quick. Steve, if you could, use the mute button on your microphone so we can activate when needed.
He doesn't want to hear me talk. That's all it is.
Yeah, I want to thank Steve too for all he's been doing for the community and EWS. He's doing a great job as marketing director and compliance manager. Let's hear it for Steve Trapp. Thank you, Steve, for all you're doing, buddy. Couldn't do this without you. We've got some exciting things to share. And Daryl, I want you to go ahead and take it away. We are live on Facebook, just so everybody out there knows. Hello, Facebook land, and everybody in Zoom. I'll be answering questions the best I can as we move along. It's just the two of us. So Daryl, take it away, and I'll take care of everybody else.
All right, guys. So we're going to start off sharing with you, kind of giving you a debut of some great new features that we've been working very diligently on, features that really will change the game of your approach, both online and offline marketing. So just give me one moment. Let me kick on the slides here, and we'll get started.
All right.
All right, so I'm going to walk you through all of the primary features that we have coming out. There's a really a whole swarm of things that we've been working on behind the scenes. That's why we really kicked off a lot of the training that we've been doing recently online to kind of get everybody caught up to date with all of the things that we already have that are already out there in motion and in use, just to make sure everybody is aware of the baseline of where EWS is. Now we're about to unveil our newest features, which I will stress right now, they're not live at this very minute. So these are not features you're going to be able to run into your back office and start playing with now. These are features that we have been testing a lot as of late. We're launching a few different programs to fully test these features, and then we're going to be rolling them out little by little to primarily the active leadership members that are there in the community and working with people a little bit more hand in hand as we roll these features out to ensure that everything is perfectly good, perfectly stable, and performing to your guys' needs. So the first feature that I really want to cover is a feature that you already know about in the back office, but is coming to a total revolution. The video manager that is a feature in your back office right now allows you to manage the videos that are displaying in your Mobi app or on your websites, but we're really taking it to an entirely new level. This here, and hopefully, I don't really know. I mean, I'm hoping you guys can actually see these slides pretty good right now. I know the people online can, but I hope you guys all there in the audience can actually see these slides fairly well on your projections. The video manager here, as you can see on the left-hand side, this is going to be really playing a very big difference in the way the video manager works now. Right now, we're having you guys paste in YouTube links But there's a lot of problems that really came out, especially over the recent years of how YouTube has developed. These problems exist in advertisers trying to advertise on your videos. So if you're using YouTube links, you could end up losing people off in YouTube on advertisers for competing products and whatnot. There's also a lot of issue with copyright issues that we wish to avoid with YouTube. And so YouTube really wasn't floating the boat anymore. It really wasn't going to work for us. So what we went through is the vast effort of essentially creating our own YouTube. This is a very big effort. I know for a lot of laymen, uploading your videos just seems like a thing you do and then magically everything appears. But there's really a lot that goes on behind the scenes. But let me walk you through the interface a little bit here on the video managed video system here. Obviously, you're going to have a full list of every video that is in your system, videos that we have uploaded, so videos that previously you might not have actually ever seen or had access to, but were available on various websites. These will actually now be very accessible and easy to use. You can, of course, come to your video manager and play any video that you want to play just to kind of refresh your mind what video is what. And you can also filter the videos. So your list is going to grow. It's going to happen the more and more that you use this feature. I'm going to show you some additional features that play into this that's going to really show why this is so important for us to really amplify. So we also built in some sort features that allow you to sort your list to find the videos that you're looking for as fast as possible. You can, of course, set your own thumbnail. You can set a title, a description to the video. And we've really kind of gone all out. This is the system that we built is very robust. And I'm going to kind of blow your mind a little bit with a lot of tech spec that you really don't need to know, but I want to share because nobody ever gets to know this stuff. You know, they don't realize how hard things actually are. So I have to share this with you. When you upload a video to us, whether it be right off of your iPhone or whether it be from your desktop, it doesn't matter what the source of your video is, but you have to understand different videos play on different devices, and different devices support different videos, and different internets need different bit rates. It's kind of crazy. So we're actually taking your video and we're pushing it out into a cloud service that then we've programmed to step your video through a series of transcoding that will literally transcode your video into over 20 different formats and bit rates. Basically, it means 20 different resolution sizes and 20 different let's say qualities, so that and then we split those 20 different video qualities up into tiny little 10-second segments, creating thousands of files. And then we take all of those files and we load them onto a server that distributes your video files worldwide, so that no matter where the person's coming from in the world, no matter what internet or what device, the video is playing well. Now, this is something that YouTube does, again, also in the background. They do it a little bit less than we do. They don't go as far as we do. We go a lot farther than YouTube, I know, which sounds like a crazy claim, but we do. We take it a step further, and what we're ensuring is that no matter what video you're uploading and no matter what visitor you have coming to your video, it's going to play super fast. And it's also going to have that cool feature that has come out as of late that auto upgrades the quality according to the bandwidth available to the person. So they might start off on a really low quality, and then all of a sudden you see snap, everything's beautiful looking. That feature's coming in as well. That's how we, in order to create that feature, that's why we split the video up into so many tiny segments. So I know I'm just kind of blasting you with a lot of information you don't really need to know, but I have to share it anyway, because this was a really, really, really heavy development for us, and we're very proud of the very robust system that sits behind the new video manager. That being said, we're going to move into another feature that's kind of within the video manager, and that is the playlist manager. Now, this is an important development because as it is right now in your video manager, when you're uploading when you put a video into your video manager, it's automatically displayed upon all of your different websites and in Mobi, and that's changing. Now you can upload videos. It's not going to change anything on your websites. It's not going to put anything out there until you tell it to. And that's where the playlist manager comes in. We've heard from a lot of people that they really have different videos for different purposes. And this is what EWS has always been about. Target your market, not one size fits all. We don't believe in that. So we had to take that extra mile and really start building this playlist manager feature. The playlist manager feature allows you to just drag and drop videos into a playlist. You can title your playlist. You can set a description. You can set different websites that are associated with it. It allows you to build any playlist you want out of the videos that you have. And the reason for this is, say you want on your Ukon site, you have Ukon videos and you only want those videos to appear on your Ukon site. You can drag and drop those Ukon videos in, and then you can select the Ukon site and hit save, and it's done. Now those videos are displayed on your Ukon site only. You can also create multiple different videos. Say you have 3 different video playlists and you end up selecting the E2 on all 3 of them. The E2 will end up merging those videos together and displaying on the E2. So it's a very flexible system and allows you a lot more control. Of course, all the defaults will be there, so you don't have to worry about configuring this all yourself. This is really for the people that are digging in and really refining the marketing process that they're going through. So the playlist manager is allowing you to build lists of videos that will serve different kinds of purposes. What also the playlist manager is going to be doing is it's letting you select which websites you want the videos to display in. And of course, this is a really cool part of it all that we'll even be talking about a little bit later as I reveal more features. You're allowed to create step-by-step lists. So this is part of the funnel logic, right? So say you have a very particular message that you want to step a person through in your sales model. You can create a playlist with 3, 4, 5, 6 different videos, and they don't get to the next video until they complete the first video. So you have the ability to create these step-by-step progress lists, which is actually even cooler if outside of your sales and marketing, if you take it to the team level. So if you're really proactive in managing your team, you can create training for your team that you want to make sure that they complete and give them a team site with your team videos on it that's training your team for exactly how you want. And here's where it really gets even cooler, which again, I will go into a little bit more deeper a little bit later. But you can also share those playlists with your team. So just imagine you create a nice, robust video training platform for your team that's going to, get your team all on board and in the right direction. And then you can share that playlist with your team. They just click a link and they load that playlist into their own back office, and then they can share that with their teams. So it allows a lot more duplication with extreme amount of ease. The next feature that is kind of a part of the new video manager is video insights. These are the analytics. This is also very important to those who are taking their online marketing seriously. If you're not engaging your analytics, you're just kind of shooting from the hip. And you can lose a lot of money in the online world just shooting from the hip and not really knowing what's going where and what's effective and what's not. So we have taken the time and effort to really build a very robust video analytics system where you're actually going to be getting insights to track your video engagement over time. And now what do I mean by video engagement? This is a very different statistic than video plays. Video plays doesn't really tell you a whole lot. It just tells you somebody or something showed up on your website and clicked the play button. That doesn't tell you anything that is useful to you. It's kind of like hits on a web page. Hits on a web page don't tell you anything useful, especially when we have upwards of 70% of traffic, all traffic online are bots, automated scripts running around the internet. Hits are a very useless stat in today's world, and so is like plays on a video. So what we've done is we've done engagement. Now, what engagement means is how much of what video has been watched. To what percentage are people watching a video? That is the engagement. Are they at 100% of a video? That's great engagement. Are you only getting like a 1% engagement on a video? Then you probably didn't start the video off right, and it's not quite clicking with your audience. So we've enabled a lot of great stats to track your video engagement over time. You can even know, and drill this down, now this is very important, you can even know which contact has watched what amount of video. Now that's amazing. Which contact has watched what? Can you imagine? Okay, so you get a call scheduled with somebody, you got to follow up with them, they're getting hot for a machine. You need to know, what has this contact seen? What videos have they watched? You're able to go into that contact and get a list of all the videos they watch and how much of which video that they watch, their engagement level. And now you're going to have a better understanding of what information they already know, so you can tackle what it is, what else they need to know to close that sale. So that's a very important effort. And also, this plays a big role in your team training. You're going to want to know at what team members are at what stage in their videos of team training. So this is a very important bit of information that we give you access to. As I said, we talked about the track training of progress of new team members. And ultimately, knowing which video engages the most audience is really what you're looking to refine yourself to. If you're doing any kind of internet marketing, you got to know that information. So you're going to be able to get a list which videos are most performing for you, which are underperforming, and that helps you to know what videos you need to fix, what videos you need to take out of rotation, what videos to spend your ad money on. Powerful, powerful stuff. The next feature I'm going to talk about takes us a little bit outside the video feature. Now we're going to move into the task manager. Now the task manager, as many of you know, is already a feature that we have right now, but it can be a little bit cumbersome to use just because it's a lot of forms, a lot of clicking that you got to click to do. So what we did is we really revolutionized. We rebuilt the task manager from the ground up. The whole task manager is now a full calendar interface. You just double click on a day and set your appointment or your call or whatever it is that you want to set. You had a change. They wanted to change the time. You just drag drop to another day, whatever it is. It makes the management of your calendar way, way, way easier. Then we took it even a step further. Now, as you're doing your calendar, it's not really it's not a good use of your time to always be talking to somebody on the phone and be like, okay, well, what time do you want to meet? Okay, let me go to my back office and set that on my calendar. Why don't you let them do it? Why don't you let them pick their time? Why don't you focus more upon the concept of letting your contacts, whether it be your team or your prospects, let those people schedule their own time based upon your own availability. So we created this really cool public scheduler feature that allows them, you can just send them a scheduler link. They click on a link, the scheduler pops up and it allows them to, it already knows who they are, right? So they don't have to they don't have to fill out a lengthy form. Their phone number is probably already filled in your back office, so they don't even need to fill that in. We already know their time zone, or it will auto detect their time zone. And then they get to see your schedule and pick a time that is available without you having to do much at all. And this is really convenient, not only for you, it's really convenient for them. And it kind of shifts your mentality, or it should shift your mentality to a mentality of like, I'm going to approach my sales from a perspective of filling my schedule. I want to be on those calls. I want to be making those calls. I want to be touching, with people and talking with people. And this kind of a feature actually makes it really cool and easy to do. Now I'm going to show you how we've leveraged this feature in another really cool feature that I'm going to be showing a little bit later. And you guys should really be shaking in your seats right now. I actually can't see you because I got all my webinar stuff. You guys should be really like bouncing right now and we haven't even gotten started. There's a lot more coming down the pike.
Yeah,
now
these are going to tie together into a bigger system. So pay attention.
These are great features. Again, a lot of the times when you go out and try to get these features elsewhere, you're piecemealing things together. You got this service over here, maybe it's free. You got that service over there, maybe it's $99 a month. You got this service, maybe it's $200 a month. All of these different services, trying to piece everything together. And what Enagic really wants us to do is try to combine everything that you need to really manage your business. So that's what we've been working on. These are like $100 million investment features to really pull off everything that we're doing. So as I continue, so you get these public scheduler feature, and there's multiple different ways to actually leverage this. And then, of course, you're going to be, because you should already have your Enagic Mobi. I presume everybody has their Enagic Mobi. You better have your Enagic Mobi, and because Mobi is going to let you know anytime you have a phone call to make. So it'll just pop up on your Mobi. You'll click it. It loads up the contact. You got your phone number, one click. You're calling the person. And then you got your notes. You can sit there and just type your notes right into Mobi as you're talking to the person on the phone, so that the next time you guys schedule a call, you can read the notes as you're talking to them and know exactly what's going on. So this is very powerful. Now, we did a whole training on Mobi just this past Wednesday, in fact. So that's available online. It will show you a little bit of how to access a lot of our past trainings. If you don't know a lot about Mobi, you really need to get engaged with it there.
You can download Mobi. You can see it on the screen here. Just go to enagicwebsystem.com/Mobi. It's available on iOS and Android. It's going to be an essential tool as we move forward.
And that brings us to the next amazing feature, the auto webinar. Now, as many of you know, we did launch the True Health Webinar website. And the True Health Webinar website has a series of videos that automatically play on Wednesday at 9. It's kind of like a mock live situation. And you can always be getting people to register for that webinar. You're getting notified when a person watches the webinar. You get notified when they're done watching the webinar. It's a really cool tool. So we really wanted to kind of break out of our box there and expand upon this entire solution. So instead of it just being this True Health webinar that has a series of videos that you have very little control over, we actually moved into creating our new feature called Auto Webinar. Now, Auto Webinar is going to allow you to build your own webinar. So you're literally going to be able to, upload your own webinar video. You're going to be able to set all of the details. There's a lot of cool features that you can add to each one of them. These auto webinars are going to allow you to deploy registration, instant replays, scheduled mock live plays, robust real-time chat, engagement tracking. Again, we're very focused on your engagement and making sure that you guys are getting the statistics you need to really make intelligent advertising decisions. You're going to have the automated reminder system features. Some of these features we have even now. The call to action features. This is a new feature that's going to be debuting on our auto webinar system. And of course, we are fully compatible with all internet, all device capability. Now, I told you before when I was talking about the video manager and how it kind of plays into everything, of course, we literally had to build this video manager in order to build the auto webinar system because this is highly dependent upon a very robust backbone that can deliver scalable video around the world to no limit. I'm telling you, there's no limit. If you have thousands upon thousands of people, we're not putting a limit on you. Now, understand, if you guys are out there doing anything like this right now, you're probably paying anywhere between $150 to $300 a month just to have a system like this, and it has all kinds of limits. So we're talking about this kind of features getting integrated into your EWS system, and you're not having to pay $300 a month to get it. It comes with the leadership package. So this is very, very, very it builds on the value of everything that EWS is offering. Now, I wanted to focus a little bit on one of the great features of the auto webinar, and that is the chat role. The real-time chat role brings life to your webinars. If you are seriously getting these ClickFunnels ridiculous pages with the, I'm sorry to call it ridiculous if you love it, but if you're getting these things and you're throwing up a video and you're calling it a webinar and people show up and it's literally just a video with a fake just in time to watch this webinar thing, there's no engagement, there's no interaction, you don't really know what's going on. That's not efficient for you. That's not a good tool for your marketing even, because you're completely blind to what's going on and you're not giving the person a real webinar experience. You're calling it a webinar, but it's not. It's just a video page, and that's not cool. So we really wanted to focus on bringing the liveliness to your webinar. So we built an entire chat solution that goes alongside every webinar that you do. And the really cool thing about this chat system is that it actually records chats from previous webinars so that they can be replayed at the right time in the video afterwards. And this is part of that whole concept of mock live, right? So even if you got only one person sitting there on that webinar, they're actually seeing 10 other people chatting from 10 previous webinars that were launched. So you get a lot of activity, and that adds a lot of credence, and it gets a lot more excitement going about the video. So we actually built that system for you so that you can actually have that kind of level of engagement with the people that are there. And at the same time, now this is a cool factor to it. I wanted to also make sure that our chat system was personal, because you could see some other systems have something similar to this, and then they allow you to enter in all these fake chats, and they allow you to upload fake profiles and people fake talking. And if you guys know, Eric and I, we're not about any of that. We're not about being fake at all. I don't care if it's easier to make a sale fake or not. We're not into that. We like to keep things very real and very personal. So we wanted to really take that chat role to another level and make it more personal. We will actually go out on the internet and look for the photo that matches that person. If we can get a 100% match, we'll automatically pull that photo up so that when they're chatting, people actually get a face to the name. If we can't actually match that, photo, then they'll get a little icon. And what's cool is they just click their little icon and they can upload their own. They can snap a photo with their phone, click upload, or they can drag and drop a photo in. So they get to upload their own. And a nice little touch is that updates your contact database as well. So now you're starting to fill your contact database up with more
data, more power.
Yeah, more people, get you more in personal contact. So you can remember a face more than you can remember a name sometimes. So, we went all out to make sure that we had those kind of features that will make your chat role much more personal and much more interesting. We also built in self-moderating features that allow visitors to squelch other users in case there's, some wild hair on the chat. It happens sometimes. So a lot of those features are built in to the system as it is. And of course, when you have a visitor on there and they are chatting, you're going to be getting notified. So you're going to be getting like the chats as they come in, and then you can click and join the chat room to start talking with the people that are on there. So again, another integration with Mobi that you're going to want to make sure you have your Mobi, because all of these things are getting pulled down into your pocket, and it gives you instant access to the people who are actually watching your webinars. Again, these are your own webinars. You can use the videos that we have. You can take the videos that we already have in the back office and make a webinar out of that. Whatever it is you want to do, upload your own webinar to introduce, to onboard your team, whatever it might be, from prospecting to team building, this auto webinar system pulls it all together. What's cool is, if you'll notice, I don't know if you can really see it, you probably can't, there's that little turquoise button down there at the bottom, little teal button. It says schedule your call. This is what I meant about the call to action.
This is an exciting thing. I love this.
This is what the call to action is, so that you can actually build your webinar. And let's say at 19 minutes in your webinar, you say, now on your screen popping up right now will be the call scheduler. If you're ready to take that next step, and if you're serious, go ahead and schedule your discovery call right now with your mentor or sponsor. So you're actually able to schedule, like, at this time in the video, I want my call scheduler to pop up. So that's a really cool feature, to be able to get that call to action, that next step, without having to rely upon, well, the webinar is over. Yeah, I know these people watched it. I'm going to send them an email and hope they respond to me. We really wanted to build the engagement straight in, get them while they're excited. And that's a really cool way to activate that new task manager to start building your call database full of people that are just trying to get more information and ready to take that next step. Now, this is a great add-in. Now, again, we got the video manager, the playlist system, we got the new task manager, we got the auto webinar system, and this all really kind of comes together with like the Mac Daddy of features that we will be releasing. And this is now called the funnel manager. Now, you guys have heard us before on previous trainings. We're saying EWS is a funnel, but it's a funnel system that you have to decide how to funnel people through it. You have to engineer it and set it up and design it how you want to go. And we build it that way because that's partly what Enagic needs from us. They need us to, we are software providers. We're not your marketers. We're not your salespeople. You're the salespeople. So we build the features. But what we wanted to do is really kind of build a tool that enables you guys to more easily and even visually build the automation of your dreams. So whether it's an automation that is to onboard your team, or you're creating like 4 different sales funnels for 4 different ways to sell this business, whatever it might be, this tool is actually going to allow you to just drag and drop your way into a full automation that will step your people through all of the cool features that are EWS. This is the thing that really just kind of connects all of these. There's so much to EWS as it is. It's going to connect all of these little dots together in one centralized system and allow you to really leverage it in that automatic fashion. Now, a lot of these things you can kind of do right now, but it's a little bit more of a manual process than we'd like. So we built this. It's highly robust. It's highly flexible, and it allows you to really make very complex decisions as you move your contacts through an organized process of education and sales process, or training and marketing material. So I'm going to kind of like zoom in a little bit. Well, maybe it's not that much of a zoom. I'm hoping you guys can kind of see this. I'm going to look at that menu that's on the right side, and what you can see from this screenshot is we're dragging items from the right side over to the left and dropping them where we want them. Now let's take a look at what some of those items are. For example, let's say the funnel starts with an opt-in to my E2 website, or an opt-in to my newsletter campaign, or my sales campaign, the custom email campaign that you set up. Let's say that's how it starts. The opt-in was triggered, and that's what adds that person into this funnel. Now, let's say the very next step after they did that opt-in, maybe you want to send them a video. So you have send video, you have send website, you have additional conditions. You could say, like, say after they've opted in and after they've watched this video, or after they've watched 50% of this video, right? The narrowing that you can do here is astronomical. So you can filter these people and really guide them through a very customized funnel system through all of the great information that's available. So these options that we have here, send website, send video, we can do an if website is visited. We can say if a website is surfed, which is a kind of a different phrase, not just that they visited it, but they went deeper into the website. We can say if a specific page was visited, if they opted into a particular form, if a video was played, or if a video was completely watched. And that's kind of all things kind of related to your websites. And then we have things related to your contacts. We can say, let's send them an email. Let's send them an SMS. Let's add them to a group. Let's say they watched this video over here in my funnel, and now I need to add them to a group that says, watch my training video #1. We can do that automatically on the fly. So now we're starting to get into like really, really cool ways to start narrowing down your list and targeting people based upon their interest on the fly automatically. The system is going to tell you who to focus on. So you can remove people from groups, you can change their star rating, and then we have a new feature that we're implementing called Stage. So we're identifying there are so many different stages that a prospect will go through before they become a team member or a customer. So we're implementing a new stage system that's going to be used to help you kind of visualize where all of your contacts are at what level in the stage, and know how to move people through the different stages and get them up to the point where they're at the stage of ready to buy. You can also filter the funnel by read an email. So they've opened up an email, they've read it. Now you want to move them on to the next step, which is send them a video or send them a website. You can say if they've clicked a link in an email. So any email that you've sent, did they click a link? Did they unsubscribe, right? So this is a way to help funnel people out of the interested list. If they have unsubscribed from something, you want to funnel them into another direction. It might be useful later, or maybe you're just putting them in a pile off to the side so you don't have to worry about those kind of people. If they purchased a product, right? So let's say that you're building a funnel and you want to do a trigger after they've purchased the Inespa, and that trigger might be send them this ebook on the Inespa so that they have information, or send them my training video on how to hook up the K8. Are you seeing the picture now? Are you getting this? The power of this is astronomical, astronomical. And then time since new, that's kind of like a little feature where you could say, like, they're a new opt-in, and now we want to say, well, we want to trigger something maybe 7 days after they've opted in. So it allows you to kind of filter things down that way. Then we have like funnel commands. You can end the funnel. You can notify from the funnel. You can post data to a third-party service for those really techie people that want to actually be able to use some third-party services. You can do if-else, so you can pull off like really complex funnels that are really, really, really useful, because you're saying if they're this, then we're going this direction, else they're this, they're going to go in this direction. You can say if the goal is achieved, so every funnel should have a goal, so we're going to say, we're going to set that goal, and we're going to say if the goal is achieved, we're going to probably end this funnel, or we might move them into the next funnel, right? We can just do a wait command, tell it to wait so many days before moving on to the next step in the funnel, or we can skip a step. We can say, hey, go to this next step inside the funnel. Campaigns, of course, the campaign system allowing you guys, you guys might not actually already know this, so the campaign is currently used to store your newsletter contacts, or anybody opted in for the newsletter. It stores all your newsletters and it automates them going out every week. A campaign is just kind of being seen as like automated emails on a particular schedule. But you guys actually have the ability to build your own campaigns. You guys can actually go in there and flesh out a custom campaign with your team onboarding emails that kind of drip on your team the information that they need to know and need to be aware of. So it allows you to interact with your campaign systems, adding them to this campaign or removing them from a different campaign. And then, of course, tasks. Tasks are very important. You need to be able to create tasks. Let's say, you know, that the person did watch your video. You need to make a task to say follow up with that person or give a phone call, to do an outreach, whatever it might be. But you can actually schedule, automatically fill your calendar with cool tasks based upon just the people automatically moving through your funnels. Guys, this is incredibly robust, incredibly robust. These kind of systems, like they're out there. They're called like Active Campaign and stuff like that. Of course, they're out there. They're not going to be integrating with all of your EWS information. So they're really kind of very difficult to use because they don't have the same integrations and you have to come up with everything yourself. But these systems are charging $300+ a month to actually be able to leverage them. And, you know, EWS, my goodness, we're talking $30.
Built for Enagic.
$5, $180. Yeah, I mean, it's really, the value is astronomical. So in addition to the funnel manager, we're really going to be, as I said, we're very focused on making sure that you guys have the data that you need. We're very focused on the analytics.
It's important with this funneling stuff.
So, you know, we're building systems that kind of show you your contact pipeline so that you're going to really know what stage. I mentioned to you the stages are kind of listed here, like uninterested, maybe later they're a prospect, or they're interested, maybe they're motivated, they're ready to buy, now they're a customer, now they're a distributor, or now they're a team leader. So these are kind of the stages, the life cycles of what a person might go through in working with you. And this funnel system actually helps you to quantify how many people are at which stage and what do you have to work with. So statistics are a very important part of everything that we're doing. So this funnel manager, guys, this is huge, and it really ties in all the other new features we're doing and all of the pre-existing features. Again, this is why I told you that we've been doing trainings lately on the features that pre-exist so that everybody really gets a full understanding of these new features as they're coming out the gate. Now, I have one more feature I'm going to share, which again kind of ties into all of these features that we're doing here. And I've kind of mentioned it before in the previous features. This new one is the TeamShare feature. This is about duplication mastery. The TeamShare feature is a new system coming to EWS that allows you to share assets, EWS assets, with your team members. Now, you might be wondering, how in the world can this be used? Let's say, for example, you build a funnel. You're uploading videos, you're creating playlists, you build out a funnel, and you're like, wow, this is working. My stats are looking good. I got a great funnel moving. This is what's working for me. Now I need my team to do the same thing. TeamShare is actually going to enable you now to share all of those different assets. You can share the funnel, you can share the videos, you can share the playlists, you can share all these different assets just by publishing. You can copy a link from your back office and send a link to somebody and say, hey, just click that link. And what it will do is when they click that link, it will load up their EWS and it will pre-configure all of their EWS tools and systems to work like yours. So if you're sharing that funnel is going to know, hey, you're going to need the E2 website, you're going to need the UConn website, you're going to need the True Health Webinar website, you're going to need these videos and this playlist. It's going to know all of that, and it's going to, when that person clicks the link, it's actually going to make a kind of like a pseudo copy of all of those assets right into that person's account. So that is huge. We're talking about duplication mastery. You want to be able to give your team the same tools that you have been refining that work for you. Now you can do it. You just team share those tools over to them. And the kinds of things that you can team share, for example, you're making a copy of your EWS configuration. You can copy your website's configuration. You can copy your campaigns, your email templates, your videos, your playlists, your auto webinars, and your funnels. And you can copy all of these things kind of individually, so people may not want your whole system. Maybe they just want these playlists over here and they want to work with this video. They can do those things, a la carte, as you would. Or copy the entire configuration. Now, of course, as they copy that, they're going to need to, have the right level of membership service and the right add-ons and everything that they need in order to support all of those services. But the system will automatically calculate all that for them and tell them this is the plan you need to upgrade to if you're not already on a plan that supports it. So this makes it easy for you to start creating that level of duplication with your digital marketing that is really just through the roof. Now, there's one other aspect to the TeamShare that can also further make it easy for you guys to do this. What we're doing is we're going to be focusing a lot more attention on your with the team site that you have now. That team site has just kind of been there for a long time with a lot of intention to really make it a lot more robust than it is. Right now, it just kind of serves a purpose of letting your team know who you are, and they can opt into your team's database. That's really cool, but we're going to take it to a whole new level now. And your team site is going to be about your calendar of events, things you want to share with your team on your calendar. It's going to be about who you are, your story. It's going to be about also what this feature is showing you here, the public team share. So on these particular assets, you might have noticed it on a previous slide. There was a checkbox button that says Enable Public Team Share. And what this is going to do, when you enable public team share, it's going to take that asset and it's going to load it right into your team site so that your team can literally just visit your site and go to your share page and click the link automatically and get everything. So you don't have to be so proactive and so pushing it out there if you don't want to. You could just enable a public team share and let people copy those kind of assets right off of your team site. So the other aspect to all of this is you can imagine if we're talking about, like, this is why I said pseudo copy. If they were really copying all these assets, you can imagine how our servers would really blow up. We don't necessarily want copies and copies and copies upon copies of everything. And it could also create kind of a compliance nightmare with copies of videos all over the place. What we've done is it's kind of like a pseudo copy. The person gets your video and it's theirs, and they can name it. They could set a description. They could even change the thumbnail, but they can't change the video itself. The video is the shared asset. So if you come along and you upload a new video to replace that, everybody that has shared that video will automatically get the updates. So it enables, that's really cool, because now you're able to actually really have a lot more control. So you can go ahead and feel free, share your funnel as it is, and then update it as you find out more detailed information and you find out something, maybe I need to add 3 more steps to make this a better funnel. You can go ahead and do that, and your team gets updated as well.
Wow, right, guys? So you're able to duplicate down through your team and help the new people with your resources, your tools, and your funnel. Right, Daryl?
Yep. So as you can see, I really kind of walked you guys through really a lot. This is a boatload. This is like a whole new system in itself that we are in beta testing of right now. It is truly incredible. And I'd like to actually open it up right now and see if we have any questions on the system as it is.
We do have more coming after the Q&A, some more announcements that you're going to want to stay here for.
All right, already got a question for you, so hold on there.
Awesome.
Is there a limitation? Hi, is there a limitation on how much you can
You got a mic you can hold up?
Hi.
There we go.
Hi. Is there a limitation on how much videos, memory uploads per person?
There is actually no limitation right now. We're going to kind of see how things flow, and hopefully we can budget at the space that everybody needs and be kind of really open platform there. So that's what we're hoping for, that we won't have to place a limit. We just kind of have to see how it rolls, because as you can imagine, running all of that is pretty expensive to do with the complexity of transcoding all of those videos, storing them, and serving them. But our goal is to have no limit on that.
And it takes a lot to do that. So I'm going to unmute you again, Steve. In between, we're muting you out so we can hear clearly. Go ahead.
That's that's insane to be able to just say upload as many videos as you want. That's pretty great. Any other questions?
No, I came in a few minutes late. Did you say when this is coming out, or is it already on the new one that you have?
Yeah, as far as timelines are concerned, we are in testing right now of all these features. As you can see, they are all fully developed. We have all the screenshots for them. We're in testing of these features right now, and we're kind of roll them out a little bit slowly because we don't want to really blast everybody with all the features at once and be overwhelmed. We want to roll out slowly. So if you're on the leader plan of EWS, you'll probably, and you're active with us, you'll probably end up getting a notification from us asking if you want to join the beta program to test the new features, test drive them. So we'll be rolling them out a little bit slowly over the next several months, just to make sure everything is working good, working solid, and everybody has what they need. Then, once we've proven everything is solid with our beta testers, we'll pop it open to the public.
Okay, just 1 second. Sorry, I got to unmute. Got a lot of questions coming in the chat as well, but I'll try to help those guys.
So you would get this automatically if you're already on the system, but you already had to be on the leader program, or you had to opt into something else.
Eric, you on the mute?
I'm sorry?
Focus on mute.
Oh, okay, sorry.
You'll get these features automatically. Some of them are available on the distributor up plan. Some of them are available on the leader plan. I think Video Manager might even be on the starter plan. So it kind of depends on which plan you're on. But they're not going to be additional opt-ins. These are rolling out into the system that you have right now. Mute, Eric.
Yes, okay. I'll get this question here, and then I'll go over there with you guys. But no additional cost for getting on this. So if you're on the leadership board or the leadership level, they're going to be rolling out all these updates to you guys without additional help. So the price for EWS is not going up.
So the scheduler where you're planning to go in and book a time for you, does that sync with your iCalendar and all the different systems like Outlook and all the different platforms? So that you'll be notified?
Yeah, the Task Manager system is really focused on notifying you through Mobi, but it will have integrations that you can do if you're doing Google Cal, or if you want to download your calendar as an iCal, you can actually pull it into your own calendar systems if you want. There's some limitations on like automatic synchronization that we just can't do across all systems, except I think Google Calendar, which has a lot of capability for us to automatically synchronize with. But yeah, we'll be focused on integrating also with the tools that you actually use now. Upon launch, I think we'll probably have the iCal integration where you can download calendar events to your iCal, and then probably a little bit later we'll be releasing the automatic synchronization with Google Calendar.
Good question. Is there a limit to the number of contacts that you can enter? Just want to make sure.
As it is right now, we are we already have limits to contacts. That's something we actually had to implement some time ago because the contacts were kind of growing really wild. So as it is right now, we have like the starter membership, which has it's just a starter. It's got 250 contact limit, which helps the majority of people get started. That's the baseline membership. And then the distributor plan, if I recall correctly, has 1,000 or maybe 1,500. I'm not exactly sure. It's got quite a bump of contacts on the distributor plan. And then the leader plan has 25,000. So it's really kind of like unlocking the contacts for you. And then on the leader plan, I think even on the distributor plan, you can do add-on to contacts. So if you're on the distributor plan and you need more than the base that's given, you can just do a small add-on to add an extra 1,000 to your account.
Okay, 1 second. Unmuting now.
Thank you. This has been great so far. Well, been great. I have a question about the funnel. Can you develop your funnel before you actually release it to be shared?
Yes, absolutely. You develop your funnel, and the way that the funnel works, Eric, the way that the funnel works actually is in order for a person to get added to the funnel, they have to pass a condition that you're going to place at the top. So you can develop the funnel, and maybe the condition at the top you put, is this particular contact, or has opted into this website with his email address, so that you can actually test your funnel and make sure nobody else drops into it, test it out, and make sure refine it the way that you want to find it before you change the initial opt-in to the funnel so that it's more open to the public.
1 second. All right, go ahead.
All right, so we have a couple more questions. You said there was more to come, right?
Yeah, we have more to come here. We're going to share a couple more details and another. Go ahead.
Yeah, all right, so I'll take 2 more questions for this section, and then we'll try to have some more time.
So you're going to be talking maybe about Facebook and the things and the social media and how this is going to work with it. Like if there's, because obviously there's extra cost doing that.
I'm not sure I heard the entire question. Are you asking if we're going to talk about social media, and are you asking about extra cost for that talk?
Yeah. So how we're going to get it out there, like SEO and all of that. So.
Okay. Well, it's actually what we're doing right now with the testing that we're involved in right now. We're actually launching a lot of our own marketing right now with a test group. And we're going to kind of be proving the model, right? So we're not really ready to announce anything about that yet. That's kind of like another pretty huge project that we're working on. So we're proving the model of how you can actually take these features online to the internet and how they work. And once we've proven that model, we'll be sharing it with you guys and showing you what we've done. We'll be building funnels as well, so you don't have to brainchild everything for yourself. So we'll be building particular funnels that you can actually just activate and use on your own, and really putting the people through it. It's not just about social media either. You can leverage so many more venues than social media, and really sometimes it's the niche marketing that's much more powerful than you'll ever find by blasting, hundreds and hundreds or thousands of dollars at Facebook. So we'll be talking about that.
All right, go ahead.
Okay, thank you, Eric and Daryl, for these amazing updates. This is awesome. Just wondering, is there going to be updates also on videos on Wukong and Enagic, instead of the Kangen water and so on and so forth?
That's a great question, and I'm going to have you direct that right back at Steve, because really the updates to the marketing videos that Enagic wants to have out there are really going to depend a lot upon corporate and what videos that they actually want to produce. They let us know, and we help to produce them. So it's that's driven by management. It's up to them what they want to do. Hopefully that'd be great, but we probably need to all identify, maybe brainchild together, and identify what really needs to get updated in particular, and make a formal plan, present it to Enagic management, and see if we can get that done together.
Yeah, but I just want to make one note. I mean, that's what EWS is a community. It's our community. Everything we're building now is going to be open to feedback. We're going to be working with leadership teams. Everyone's going to have an opportunity to participate and give us that feedback, that vital feedback that will improve our systems moving forward, including things like this, what we need from Enagic, so you guys have all the tools you need. So you got to see EWS more as like a community. It's your home. It's your place to develop everything that you need through Enagic in that way. So we work together here. It's not us throwing things at you. It's us working together to create what we need.
All right, one last question before we move on. And just to add on to that, we are always looking at what videos do need updating. But I do just want to put this out there, that all of the EWS improvements come from the subscription, all of it. So if we don't get people on, we can't keep building more tech. And so we need you to actually get your teams involved on EWS so that we can keep rolling out all these awesome tools.
Yeah, so it's a grassroots project. I mean, all the funding that does come through EWS, a large portion of it goes back into EWS, and that's how we develop forward. So when you're paying your $30 a month, you can feel good knowing that $30 is helping us develop and make Enagic stronger and better, not only for the US and Canada, but worldwide. We have a lot to do, guys, so that support's greatly appreciated, and it definitely goes to the right direction.
Hi, Eric. Hi, Carol. It's Janine. First, I want to thank you guys.
Hi there. Good to see you.
I see you. I want to thank you for all you do for us. I mean, I've been with you guys since my first day with Enagic 7.5 years ago, and I love what you do, and I appreciate your feedback. I appreciate your immediate response. You guys are the best. So any distributor has to have your site, no matter what. Even if they go without Starbucks for a week, they need to keep you or have you to be successful. I had a crazy question, but I thought maybe you could do it. You guys perform miracles. On my iPhone, I have a lot of different emails, and I don't want to, they're all on mute because they'd be dinging all day long. But I do want to know when I get a prospect. That's the most important thing on my phone. Is there a way for you guys, and if you already have it, have a special sound only for you so that we get it on our phone so we know that we have an EWS lead?
Oh, yeah. Go ahead, Daryl.
Yeah, of course, Moby is going to be doing your notifications.
Right.
Some phones do give you the feature that allow you to change the sound for a particular app. But I actually do believe, I'm going to have to check with my developer team on this to be sure, I do believe there is a possibility for us to change that on our end as well. So that's a really good idea. I think we will look into that, and it probably wouldn't be that big of a difference for us to change it as well. So we'll look into implementing something like that to make sure that you get a different ding so that we're not mixed in all your other ding-dings, and you can get the information that you really need. But I'd also like to note, too, that we're building also a notifications feature. We went over this in a video that we did just last Wednesday, and this notifications feature is going to be built into your app so that if you did happen to miss it, even the special ding-ding, or you missed it in your history, you actually be able to go to your app, and in the notifications area, you'll be able to flip through all the different notifications. Let me just, I'm going to take that extra step right here, and I'm going to show you that area right now, just so you can know what we're talking about here. Let me see if I can share my
Absolutely.
my
So
device
Moby
here.
is key, guys. Get it downloaded, start using it. It's going to be your notification tool as well. Keep it connected to all your prospects and all these activities that we talked about today.
All right, so you guys should actually see my iPhone right now, and the feature that I'm talking about that we're building here is right here inside, underneath billing. That you are not going to see this yet. It'll appear for you once we're ready to release it, but it's actually going to have all of the key points and information that you really need. So everything will be stored here. You'll never have to miss anything. And what's even cooler is it's not just a plain old list. Let's say Bob Miller requested a DVD. I'm going to click that, and we can call Bob, text Bob, view contact, set reminder. It's really going to simplify your way of handling all of the activity that you're getting through your EWS.
Right. 1 second.
Okay, I think we're going to go ahead and you said you had more for us, so I think.
Yeah, absolutely. And we had some questions coming in on the chat, and I'm going to work to try to get through all those. But just so you guys understand, Moby is absolutely going to be the #1 tool that you're going to have in your back pocket for all of your mobile needs. I know you guys are out moving around. We're going to add more and more features. You're going to see this happening quickly as we progress and we release these new features. People are asking about managing filter orders and stuff like that. We're working on a global situation where all of the online ordering can be placed through the Enagic Moby app globally. Obviously, that's when all the power of Enagic's online shopping via Moby will be unlocked. That's a massive project, but all of these things are in motion. And again, when you support EWS and you pay your $30 or whatever you're paying per month, just know that money's helping us develop that. And the more people we can get supporting EWS in this community and our movement here, the faster we can get these things done. And you have our word, we're working on it.
So at this point in time, really, what I want to do is what I want to do is continuance. Really, we don't have any additional announcements or anything in particular to show right now. We can go
on some good energy. How about that?
We can go deep into all kinds of specific training right now in the existing back office. But as you guys know, we have been doing those webinar videos right now.
Let me show that.
Let's make sure you guys get set up on our YouTube channel so that you actually have access to those video trainings, and you can share those on your own Facebook profiles to make sure your team is up to movement with it all. The YouTube is youtube.com/ what is it, Eric?
It's youtube.com/C. I don't know why they do that, but / My King and Power EWS. youtube.com/C/ My King and Power EWS.
Of course,
all
you can just search
again
for Enagic-Web System and it'll come up as well. Make sure you guys get subscribed to the channel so that you guys get access to these. Every time we do a webinar, we do record it and we are uploading it here. We have a series, what is it, like four different webinars we've done just recently, right, Eric? 4 or 5?
Yep. And we did a Moby one last week, guys. If you missed it, it's really good. It's one of our best, so make sure you check that out. It's not released yet, but you can find our instant replays on Facebook. We do stream all of our webinars on Facebook. If you go to facebook.com/Enagic websites, that's our official page. Make sure you like and follow everything, and you'll see all of our trainings are available there, the live streams uncut. What I do then is we edit them out, we make them even better. We upload them to YouTube, and if you go to our page here, you can see on my video screen, you click playlists, and there's different playlists here, some from many years ago, but the one that you're looking for is our EWS Training Archive 2019. We usually have it up within a week, so here you can find all of our webinars that we've done to date. We are very busy, but we're trying to step it up and try to get more trainings out faster. We did have a bit of a break we needed there to get some development work done, but we're going to push forward as fast as possible, make sure you guys get all the information. But it will always be there on the YouTube channel if all else fails for finding it. And again, make sure you share it with your team. You can project these things in trainings. You can do your own little trainings in places and replay these webinars for people. Get everybody aligned and learning the basics of the EWS back office. Even everything that we have to date is a very important part of what's to come, because you're going to want to have the basics down. And I think a lot of people may think EWS is complex because it's so powerful and there's so many elements that you can put together to make it work. I mean, it can fit just about any person's approach or what they're wanting to do, especially now that we're going to be launching this funnel feature and all the other new features that we're launching. So, just get the basics down, understand the contact manager, understand, how to build that database, how to follow up using the contact emailer. And then we're going to get into some marketing training and all that stuff. So we have your back. And again, all of that stuff is available on YouTube. And some of our older trainings are still applicable today. Just make sure you pay attention to our emails and get signed up. Follow us everywhere you can.
Oop. All right, so we wanted to share with you guys kind of a motivational movement that we've been really focused on our webinars with, and we really want to share the vibe and the energy that we have, and that really that Enagic has. And this is a little clip that we'd love for you to tune into it with us. I'm going to play it right here for you now.
As we go through life, we are faced with many challenges, some failures and some successes. When we fall, the key is to get right back up. Failure and success are intertwined. They need each other to exist. It's through their contrast that we choose every day to be better, to do more, and have more in our life experience. Failures, in essence, drive us towards our successes. We need both failure and success to grow as human beings. We learn from our failures. We apply what we've learned, and that is when we grow. There's a single word that has the power to shift our vibration in 1 second, and that word is yes. We've all gathered here today because we want more out of our lives. More happiness, more success, more prosperity, more love, more unity, more health, and more balance. We all want to be in the flow of all good things. But with one big heartfelt yes, all of that changes. It changes the instant that you say it, and more importantly, when you feel it. Yes is a feeling, more than just a word. When you feel yes, then you will know the power of yes. Yes can take you instantly to where you want to be and where you want to go and towards what you want to have. Even if what you desire is not fully manifested, staying connected to that feeling of yes will make it so. I firmly believe in our power to change our daily experience. I believe that all of us can create the future of our dreams right now. Yes is universal. Yes is creation. Yes is God. And even if you don't believe in God, yes is within you. You are yes. When you were born, the universe said yes. And there you were. When you first talked, walked, and asserted yourself in this world, that was yes. When you first went to school, made a good grade, graduated, got your first job, or went to college to expand your knowledge, when you first fell in love, all of that was yes at work. When you chose to join the Enagic family, you chose to change your life, and that was an astounding yes. True health is yes. Yes is a vote for you. It's an energetic shift. It begins the moment you start saying yes to life and to what comes to you, no matter what the situation or experience may be. Yes transforms everything. When you practice yes, it will broaden your horizons farther than you can ever imagine. Yes may not instantly lead you to your grandest success. You may even seemingly failed when you've said yes. But if you keep saying yes, you will get back up, you will find your way, and you will absolutely succeed. Yes will take you there. Believe in your yes. As we vibrate yes together, we magnify and multiply the creative life force within all of us. And without effort, it will spread to everyone we interact with. It's infectious. With the vibration and synergy of yes, we open ourselves to the abundant flow that is life. We align ourselves fully to the universal creative energy that surrounds and permeates us. Yes is creative, yes is kind, yes is loving, yes is beautiful, yes is expanding, yes is abundant, yes is receptive, and so are you. Yes is about being open to all of the possibilities and ultimately creating the life you've always wanted. Yes is about surrendering to what is, so you can receive the hidden gift in each life experience. Whether it be labeled good or bad, there's always a gift in each life experience. Seeing that gift and accepting that will help us grow and expand in the wildest ways. We open ourselves to miracles this way. These gifts will catapult you towards your life's purpose, guaranteed. The Yes Movement, or the Year of Yes, can help us shift and align our vibration and consciousness with the universal, all-powerful, free energy of yes. And this is extremely powerful. When we ask or pray for something, the answer is instantly and always a yes. Without fail, ask and ye shall receive. We simply need to stay aligned with what we want, and it will manifest. Yes is always there to support us and always available to us. Yes lives within all of us and thrives when we make the unconscious conscious. Yes neutralizes negative energy in an instant. Just keep saying it and feeling it, and you will see. The Yes Movement 2019 is a continuation of our positive movement which began last year. It's about spreading positivity, unity, faith, and manifesting the most powerful outcome for each of us in all that we do. The infinite universe is yes, and sharing the energy of yes with everyone and coding that in all that you do and all that you put out there will create and attract more yeses. Like energy attracts like energy. This is about waking up every day and saying yes to your life, yes to your creations, and yes to your dreams. Yes, you are perfect just the way you are. Yes, your life's on track. Yes, you are a success. Yes, you're wealthy. There's no reason to become what you already are. You feel that? Yes. When you feel it and believe it, you will see it. Even if you can vibrate yes just 51% of the time, you will begin to see huge changes in your life experience. The Yes Movement is infectious. Use the hashtag wherever and whenever you feel inspired to encode this powerful and positive and creative intention into what you're saying, sharing, or doing. And without even telling anyone what it means, they will feel it. What you put out comes back. What you give is what you get. You'll see it when you believe it. Yes, yes, yes. That's right. Say it out loud to yourself right now. Ready, everyone? 1, 2, 3. Yes. Awesome, everyone. You combine that power with the amazing tools of EWS and the absolutely amazing products of Enagic. We're unstoppable, guys. And, this movement means something different to everyone out there. And I just encourage everyone to use the hashtag Yes Movement 2019. You can search for Yes Movement 2018 if you want to check out what happened last year. But this is to get us all aligned on that power that we have inside to create and manifest all of our desires. When you don't give up and you keep going and you keep pushing forward and you learn and you grow and you apply what you've learned and grown, we're unstoppable. We're going to make it, guys. We're going to make it huge, and we already are. So congratulations, everyone, and thank you so much for being here. It's an absolute honor. I'll go ahead and unmute you guys.
All right. So one more time, because they have you on mute. Who here is going to say yes?
Yes.
Who's going to say yes 3 times?
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Awesome. Well, we look forward to sending out some more information, doing more trainings. You guys are going to hear from us a lot more moving forward, and we're going to get this put together and out to you. It'll happen in phases, but as soon as humanly possible. I know a lot of the questions were when, you know, everybody's excited. It is in testing in beta mode now, so that's good news. It's already on its way.
All right, I want to thank all of you for coming in here this morning. I know we're up early after a good night of fun at Park. So I'll get to you tonight. I'll answer your question. And I want to thank Eric and Daryl. I know they're busy. They're busy trying to get everything put together for us. So,
Woo, love you. All right, guys. We'll see you later. I see Michael Maxwell there. Hey, buddy. Hey, man. I miss you. Hey, get in touch with me. All right. Good to see you, Janine. Everybody else, love you. We're going to log off now. We'll be here for you guys. Reach out if you need us, okay? Cheers. Have a great event. Have a lot of fun tonight. All right. Bye-bye.